Hello everyone, and welcome to my $4,500 custom PC build. This is the full overview and spec list, inspection of the inside of my case chassis, and the surrounding components. Okay, first off, this is the Corsair 780T black and red edition case. Full-size tower, 23 inches tall, 25 inches deep, and about 10.5 to 11 inches wide. This thing is a monster. Okay, to the front here. Got my NZXT Hue RGB LED controller. You can see right in there, I have it set to red. You can just turn these knobs. Let me just show you really quick. Turn the knobs. You can change the color. Now it's green and yellow. Well, yeah, because it's RGB. And then when you turn all the knobs up, you get a white, sort of a white aesthetic. And then if you were to turn it down, like let's say turn down the green one, now you're gonna get like a purple. And then if you turn down the red one, you'll get like a actual blue. See, blue light. And then if you turn down this one, turn it completely off. You could do that to turn it off, or you could hold the middle button, the one that says power. You could hold that, and then that'll turn them all off as well. Let me just demonstrate that. See, turn it off, hold it, turn it back on. And then you have different modes. You can make it where it flashes, goes through all the different colors, fading, flashes all the different colors, and breathes in all the other colors. Okay, so let's turn that off. Turn my red back on. Okay, in the front here, like this fan grill, we have two Corsair 140mm airflow fans, LED edition, quiet edition, two 140s. They come installed in the case, have a nice little mesh covering for the fans so they don't bring in a lot of dust. Up on top here, I have another mesh covering, dust filter you can take off. And here I have placed a 120mm airflow fan, LED as well, quiet edition. And then these are two 120mm SPL fans for the radiator that I'll get to in a moment. These are pushing air into the case. These are intakes. I'll tell you exactly why I did that. And then you have the cool lit up logo, fan controller, three-way fans, you can hear them. Alright, let me put this bad boy back on. Okay, now that we're done with that, let's get into the inside of the case. In here, this thing is fully stacked. Like I said, $4,500 in this case. The motherboard. Motherboard is Gigabyte Z97X G1 gaming motherboard, 1150 socket. In that socket, I have a 1150 4790K overclocked to 4.6. 4.6 stable is because of that badass radiator right up there. The radiator I have in here is a Corsair H100i GTX. This thing is a boss. 240mm radiator on the bottom of it. I have two 120mm LED Corsair airflow fans, and I went with that so SP fans sucking air into the radiator, pushing it through because it needs static pressure, and then nice airflow fans to move a lot of air out of it. And it's all intaking into the case, and I'll explain that why. So in the front I have intake fans, 140, so that's 280mm of intake. I have a free flowing, like I said, the 120 there, 120 airflow. And then down here, since it's in the basement, there's dust filters on the bottom of this thing that slide out. Dust filters here that slide out. And I have two 120 SP fans down here by Corsair, also red LED. So it's intaking from the bottom, intaking from the front, and intaking from the top. Yes, I am dumping warm air from my radiator into my case, but because I have this cross ventilation going this way, this thing up here is bouncing off this, you know what I'm saying, because that's the way air works. It's pushing it that way still, and then these are also pushing up. So I have the majority of air pressure, because remember this is constricted, coming from the front. So the front is pushing all this air out the back. 140 millimeter LED airflow fan from Corsair as well. All right, so that's the cooling in my case. All air cooling. It works really well. I got some great temperatures. Okay, so on to the RAM there. That is 32 gigabytes of 2400 megahertz of Corsair Vengeance Pro Series red red kit. There's 4 8 kits, so 4x8 to give me 32 gigs. All right, now moving on down to the power supply. Power supply I have is a Corsair AX1200i Platinum power supply. This thing is a monster. Right here we have the really cool, I went with the Corsair Pro cable kit in red. So all my cables are red, individually sleeved with black heat shrinks at the ends. Looks really nice in this build. So that's the 24-pin connector. I have 2 PCI Express 6+2, 6+2 pigtail connectors, 1 SATA peripheral connector to connect all my drives, which I'll get to in a moment, and of course the 8-pin power connector for the ATX motherboard right there. Okay, so the drives here. We have one Toshiba 7200 RPM 2 terabyte drive. It's not generic, I just don't know the exact number. And then back there we have, for the boot drive, we have one Samsung 850 Pro 256 gigabyte solid state drive. See the Pro right there with the red little square there? Okay, and see what else we got here. I know you guys are waiting to get to these bad boys, but I'm trying to see if I can, okay, oh yeah, okay. The LED strips, I don't know if you can see them, are right there. Goes all along, sorry about that, all along. Goes down, see if I can get it in there, around, up, and then it goes into the back and plugs in right there, which I think is really nice because when I put the window on it, you can't really see, and I'll put the window on and demonstrate that for you guys. You can't really see the plug, and anyway, it blends in really nice. But what I did is the adhesive on this is I used also the adhesive, and I cut little strips of Velcro and put that in here. Sorry, this video is gonna run pretty long, but I've been seeing some of the videos that other people have posted about their rigs, and they're pretty long too. So I'm just gonna keep this going because this build is insane, and it's taken me a while to build. Okay, so the next thing we get to is the graphics card configuration. I have 2 GeForce GTX Titan X graphics cards. See if I can get the Titan logo in there. See that? Come on. You see it right there, a little bit. See it right here? Titan. Okay. So there's 2 of those, an SLI config. I will, in like 2 days, I'll have a SLI branded two-way spaced NVIDIA SLI bridge coming in, but just ordered that. So that looks pretty cool for now. It still says NVIDIA on it. But that's 2 Titan X graphics cards. One of them is by NVIDIA. I have the actual box from NVIDIA. One's this one here, and then the other one is an EVGA one. Neither of them are super clocked. And you can actually run 2 different manufactured graphics cards in SLI config as long as you have the same amount of VRAM, which they both have 12, and the same PCB, which NVIDIA has never released anyone to make a customized PCB, aftermarket PCB, on any of their Titan branded cards. So perfectly fine here. And you can tell it's working, it's booting. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Yeah, that's my build. $4,500 right there. Isn't that nice? I am super excited. Got the red RGB on the pump. It's red right now. Pretty cool. Match my build. Pretty sweet. Let me just show you guys what it looks like with the side panel on. Alright, let me just pop this bad boy in there. Alright, there we go. There she is. And you can tell, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that thing is like silent. Can't even really hear anything. Yep. That's it, guys. 4790K. Hopefully, if they come out with a Broadwell processor that is 4.5 gigahertz stock and overclocked to 5, I will possibly get that. And if it has more PCI Express lanes, I would definitely be getting that as well. Two-way SLI config, Titan X graphics cards. Thank you guys very much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, just enjoy. See you guys later.